And welcome back to the Market Wolf. I am the Market Wolf, and the market went exactly as I called it yesterday. I told you we were going to break up out of the symmetrical triangle. We gapped up in the morning, fell back in, told you that could happen, came back up, and we almost touched that green line like I thought we would. I told you that it could be stopped by any number of these levels here on the way up. And it didn't even really make it to where I thought it would. You can see there's been a lot of changes to the chart here. Okay, I was making those during the day. And so I extended out that former channel that we were falling into because you can see all the way back here when we popped out of it, came back in, fell out of it, came back in. We're still seemingly in and out of that previous downward channel, which is not good. We are also in an upward ascending channel, which isn't great. Those are bearish. We've got some bearishness, here on the way back down because even though we had incoming volume today, it was, decreasing incoming volume on rising price. That's never good. And I smell something suspicious here. Do you smell that? No, not that, not the rock. But look at this. Low volume, massive exiting volume. Okay volume to low volume, massive exiting volume. Low volume today, massive exiting volume on the 30-minute candlesticks. This kind of reminds me of a show I've seen before when we were on that massive rise up on that rip. And volume was terrible, but somehow we kept just going up. So it almost looks like to me that institutions perhaps are leaving, okay? So I think that's something we have to keep in mind here. So a lot of bearishness right now. I'm going to keep this short and sweet today. The bullish case that I see building, you can see better really on the 2-hour. And I think when you look at the 2-hour, you could potentially see an inverse head and shoulders pattern being put in here. That could end up being incredibly bullish. Perhaps we get that and then we simply explode on really great volume. It's a possibility. So what I'm looking at for tomorrow, the bear case I'm seeing is that as we come back down tomorrow, which I believe we will, we have room to run on the higher time frames. Don't get me wrong. We could come up more. We could get rejected by some of these former support areas that have now become resistance. We could hypothetically continue up in this upward ascending channel and then, like I said, end up getting rejected by that former channel from 2020, which we really need to get back up into if we're going to keep hope alive here. But we could go up slightly because we do have room to run, then get rejected and come down. So then bearish case would be we fall through. We fall through this channel. And, perhaps we flag out and flag down over a period of time, not necessarily tomorrow, but maybe into Monday in this same downward channel that we've been in. Or you could just lose all of your major support very quickly, especially if you cross this area here between 409 and 414. 410 is really the last area. 409.97 is really the last area of major support. You could get a quick wick down to scare people out of positions, then maybe pop back up and build some structure. But that's probably the most bearish case right there for tomorrow. The most bullish case I can give you is that we do have room to run in the higher time frames. Let's check the 4-hour and the daily just to see about that, to be absolutely certain. But we definitely have some room to run. We very well could build structure here. It's possible that we just take a small breather and then come right back up. And this could be a very small shoulder that we put on. And then we head back up to build structure. That's a possibility. If that happens, that would be incredibly bullish, but we're going to need to see really good volume behind that. Yeah, so that's probably the best bullish case. And then if that did happen, I think you're headed up to probably you're going to have to do a lot of work. Got to do a lot of work to get up here, bulls. But I think you could head it back up to 43698 at the highest tomorrow, unless we really, really start to rip and just massive incoming volume. Then I could even see us ripping up all the way to we don't want to get too crazy, but I think we would probably test this upward ascending channel that we were in previously. We could come up to that cut, but that's about as bullish as I could be. Really, that all stems on volume and whether or not we're building an inverse head and shoulders here. So that's your bull case. What's my opinion? Well, my opinion is kind of torn right now. I'm finding myself highly suspicious of the volume profile that we see on the 30-minute, because you look here on the 4-hour, it's like really it's what happened is almost kind of being masked, right, to a degree, because if you go back to the 30 minutes and you look excuse me, you look at the volume, it tells a different story, right? We had massive exiting volume at the end of the day. Now look, that doesn't mean that, there isn't more incoming volume, but I just kind of have some alarm bells going off here. I really do, about this situation. And I could be totally wrong. We could keep going up, building structure. This very well may be a inverse head and shoulders, and we may pop. But when I'm looking at everything right now, there's a lot of bearish stuff going on. I'm really going to have to say that I'm neutral right now. I did make one purchase of UVXY today at about, it was actually right about here where this star was. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember who I was talking to on the UVXY thread. Somebody left me a comment and I wanted to, I'll give you a shout out on the next video. But yeah, I did a little buy there, not a lot, because I'm still sniffing out and detecting this entire thing that's going on here. You don't want to get caught too high because they're in UVXY, because there is the possibility that we could rip. So, if it looks like that shoulder is going on there tomorrow and we could rip up, I'll probably sell that little piece that I bought just to make a little bit of profit, a little scalp, nothing much there. If we fall through and it looks like the head and shoulders is failing, we start getting bad volume, like a bad look on it, then, yeah. I think, and I think this tells a story here too, really, this increasing volume. We had increasing volume and increasing price, but then we continued not long after that to have increasing price on decreasing volume. Mitigating this little breather and spike right here between these two. So yeah, we could build. It's definitely possible we could build. I'm largely neutral. I think I'm just giving you basically a case for tomorrow overall, both bearish and bullish, with the most bearish and bullish being possible. I think I find myself really somewhere in between here. I'm not certain either way, and it's why I'm being cautious on my buy and my sell strategy, and that's what I'd urge you to do as well. Remember, the only thing that we can do is mitigate risk. We are in very choppy times right now, and if I am not willing to give you a certain prediction of my opinion tomorrow, you definitely should, take that with some caution. Look, we're being supported by the EMAs on the 30-minute. We got a bullish divergence starting. That's positive. Let's see what we got going on the hour, just to see if we keep getting breathers and we go up bullish. We haven't even started a bullish divergence on the hour, so we're nowhere near confirmation really. And like I said, I have told you basically the moves I'm anticipating to start tomorrow. Minus a gap up, minus some breathers and moving up. I do think we come down, then we have the potential to bounce. So basically just watch out for that head and shoulders on the hour, the 2 hour. Let's see how this plays out. We're in a very weird situation, so keep an eye on it. That's about all for the Market Wolf this episode. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you're returning, definitely hit the like button. I need those algorithms to pop in, and I need more subscribers coming in. We're doing awesome. We are approaching that 100 subscriber mark. If you enjoy listening to this cast, hit the like button. if you come back repeatedly because you just want to see me fail eventually, hit the like button or hit the dislike button. But in any case, yeah, you can see we're still in market motion here. Still moving. In any case, we'll see you next time.